Hi, Lee. Actually, I'll sit down. Children and the learning disabilities and challenges. I work for the YMCA, and every year, every month, we have another kid who's in our programs who has struggling with ADHD, a myriad of issues. And my son has been on ADD medicine for 6 years, and this past summer, August, we trained with, and he's now off it. And he's doing beautifully in school, and we're having conversations we've never had before. And I wonder, you know, there's so many studies going on. Is that something you're considering? I just see the sky's the limit with all the families struggling with it. And then, you know, have you talked to insurance companies? Do you have enough data to convince them that this is worthy of them to pay for?
I don't have resources, and I don't have a large enough company right now to expand any faster. Actually, we're looking for an investor, but I don't yet have resources. Children's brains change relatively readily. I believe that developmental disabilities, the majority, are because of birthing trauma. And I believe you can change those readily. Case in point, May did an assessment on a 10-year-old girl, IQ rated at 60. Parents were people of means, flew in their own plane and landed at the Scottsdale airport, had her all over the world at different clinics. She couldn't dress herself. She couldn't sit still. They couldn't take her in public. And at dinner, for instance, she would run and touch somebody's food. She was rather obsessive-compulsive. Did not do well in school at all, as you can imagine. Couldn't interact with her siblings very well. Was a continual problem in the family. Even with a couple of tutors and nurses trying to attend to her. And when I looked at the brain pattern, I told them that, and they said that she was developmentally disabled, and they were going to have to get used to it. And I told them that that brain pattern was not something that I would term developmentally disabled. It was something that I would term having a trauma pattern. Did you have a severe trauma pattern when she was born? And she said, well, yeah. I was in labor, and then we thought it was going okay, and I was trying to do natural childbirth. We'd gone through all these classes and stuff. It was 30 hours. Then they found out her head was too large, and she was lodged, and they had to do a C-section, da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, so then they had her heart stopped. They had to resuscitate, okay? Childhood trauma. Brain pattern showed it. We trained that little girl. In 3 days, she was dressing herself. 3 days, she was dressing herself. She's had 30 sessions now in the last 5 months. But she's getting 85s to 95s in regular schoolwork as a 10-year-old. All she needed was a chance. Just needed somebody to help her, just like your son, right? Needed somebody to help her and say, whoops, wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Now go play. We can really help kids. We can really help kids.